In this video, we'll be looking at how to build a practical application using zero-knowledge technology on Stellar. So the idea I had for this was a selective disclosure KYC system. This means that someone could use a trusted verifier to prove who they are, but then also include attributes which they could selectively use to authorize things like which country they were from, or whether they were over a certain age, or whether they were accredited investors, things like that. And they could only disclose the information that they want to without giving up full KYC details. Where this gets really interesting is that we can use BLS ring signatures to do this with zero-knowledge systems within a Stellar Soroban smart contract. So first of all, let's go through the demo and see how it all works. So there's three users in this system: an admin, who's the deployer or the developer, the issuer, who's the trusted party that is trusted to do KYC checks, and then the user themselves, who's passing their personal information off to the issuer temporarily so they can verify them. So to authorize a new issuer, we'll give them a name. We'll call this Trusted Issuer 1. Authorize this new issuer. We need to confirm a transaction on chain. Note that when I deployed the smart contract, I passed through this admin address to the smart contract so that it had authorization to create these trusted issuers. That has now been issued, and we can copy these credentials. This is the public key and the secret key for Trusted Issuer 1. You'll need both of these. These aren't the same as public-private keys that you use to sign transactions within the Stellar framework. These are BLS signature keys. So let's go ahead and copy them. And we can now do a KYC check. So let's open up in a new window. And this is what the user would see. So we're going to select the KYC provider. We've only got one at the moment, so Trusted Issuer 1. We can say I'm over 18 years old, I'm over 21 years old, I'm a UK resident, and I have no criminal history. I'm going to fill in these details. Then we need to do document verification. So let's start the camera. We need to provide access to the camera within the browser. And then we can hold up a passport, put your face in there as well, like it's KYC, and click capture photo. Confirm and continue. And then let's go ahead and submit that KYC request. So the KYC request has been submitted and waiting for the issuer to approve it. Now let's change roles again back to the issuer, go through here, and we're going to paste in our JSON credentials that we copied from the last step. Trust Issuer 1, load them credentials, and if we come down, we see we've got this KYC data to approve or reject. We can then go through and click approve. He seems like a trustworthy guy. Confirm. And what we're going to have to do here is sign a separate transaction for every authorization or every attribute that we want to verify. And there we go, that's all gone through. Now we go back to the user profile, we can click Prove Identity, and we are connected to this address already. We've got our credentials loaded, so let's prove that I'm a resident of the UK, generate a challenge, sign the challenge. That's successfully signed the transaction. We can now verify that on chain. Let's confirm that transaction. And this is going to confirm the BLS signature that we generated to prove that I am a resident of the UK without revealing which resident I am within that group. And if we scroll down, you can see that that verification is successful. You've successfully proven that you have the resident UK attribute without revealing your identity. The smart contract verified your ring signature anonymously. So now let's go through and have a look at how all this works. All the code here is open source, of course, and you can find that in the GitHub repository. That's linked to in the description. We have this architecture diagram which shows that the admin dashboard and the issuer dashboard are both connected to a Soroban smart contract. What's also worth noting is that the actual user's personal information doesn't go through the smart contract. Everything on chain is obviously transparent, so it wouldn't be any good to pass through pictures of people's passport on chain. What we're using is a backend server to temporarily store that while the issuer is verifying it, and then it's deleted straight away afterwards. So the user interface passes the data from the backend to the issuer confirms that within the Soroban smart contract, and then that user can then verify the transactions. A lot of the magic here is within the Soroban smart contract, and you can see we're using the same BLS ring signature type system that we used in the previous video, which I'll link to here. I'm not going to go through this too much because we've already been through it before, and if you want to check that out, then check out that video. But the general idea is we're creating both the keys and we're verifying the signatures within the contract. So we're using Soroban native commands to do everything. Create keys here, sign here, then there'll be a verify attribute function right here. Note that when we're creating the keys, we don't want that to be transparent either, so we're actually going to simulate a transaction rather than call a transaction to the RPC node for this. We're not actually going to kind of call this function, we're just going to simulate it to get back some secret keys that we can use privately. This is only deployed to testnet currently, but in a high-risk environment, we can also do this off-chain. Once we've got our keys, we can sign a message to prove who we are without revealing our public key. So we can show that we're a member of a group without revealing who we are as within that group. If we go back to the main directory, we've got a backend, which is pretty straightforward. We're using Express here to deliver the web content, but also to pass through that private data between the user that is verifying and the KYC issuer. The front end is also pretty straightforward. We're using React and Tailwind CSS. We've also got the Stellar client here, and we're using Stellar Wallet Kit. This gives us this nice little Connect Wallet pop-up, which we can use to connect various different wallets. To take a photo of the user's identification or passport, we're using React Webcam to interact with webcam on the user's device to take that photo. In many ways, zero-knowledge technology and private transactions are the polar opposite of KYC AML regulations. But this is just one example of how we can use this emerging technology to create better systems which don't put as much risk on our users' personal information. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about this application, then there's a full tutorial in the description. There's also resources for developers looking to build on Stellar. Thank you for watching.